Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel Old School Gunner. I would like to start again as always by just thanking everybody for their continued support, likes, shares, and I'm really happy that you like my videos. Also my Instagram, I'm very happy. Once again I would just like to say thank you for everyone for your continued support. It means a lot to me as I am at the beginning with my YouTube channel and my Instagram account for Arsenal Football Club. So once again, thank you very much. Recently I have dealt with issues regarding my videos, sound problems. The picture quality itself was very low. So I have purchased a camera which has taken care of those problems. It's my first video with the new camera, so I'm hoping it goes well. I'm hoping you all like it. I would like to start by talking about the last Arsenal Premier League match, which was away to Newcastle United, and which resulted in a win, a 2-1 win for Arsenal. I saw the match myself. I watched the game. I was very impressed with the team. I watched it closely. I took notes, and I'm going to share that with you now. My opinions, what I thought. Like I said, I was very impressed with the team and the way they played. I'm going to start first with player ratings, and then I'll get into it a bit more. Excuse me. First of all, Petr Cech, our goalie for that game. I thought he claims the ball very well under pressure. Anytime he came into the box, he was up there, he was getting it. He took the pressure straight off the defence. That side of his game was very good. What wasn't good was, once again, like a lot of you know, you can see it yourself with your own eyes, his ball distribution was very poor. I mean, the new coach, Emery, he wants us to play the ball out from the back. That's fair enough, grand. But the way he actually, the way he does it is not very good. I mean, you're going to be under pressure, fair enough. Play the ball left, play the ball right, but he's playing it down the middle sometimes. I mean, to one of the midfielders. It's a long pass till it gets a midfielder. It gives the opposing forwards, midfielders, time to actually get a foot in, and anything can develop after that. I mean, the ball has to be played left or right, not in the middle. Play the ball out to the left or play the ball out to the right, to the wing backs. It has to be that way. I mean, this thing of playing it in the middle, suicide, has to stop. We're very lucky against Newcastle. We got cut out a few times, and if they had been a bit sharper up front, like I always say, that would have been the end of the story. Good night, Vienna. That's enough about that. I really think Bernd Leno, he deserves a chance. He should get his chance. I'm crying out for it. In the last game we played, which is actually the Europa League win over the Ukrainian side, he was good. He needs more opportunities. I mean, he's more comfortable on the ball, in my opinion. He just links up better when he's playing the ball out. That's what Emery wants. He does it better. Moving on, I'm going to talk about Hector Bellerin. I found him to be quite weak. His intensity is not so good. Defensively weak, not sound. He's really a liability, in my opinion. Going forward, fair enough. He gives you something, he's got pace. But the main man can do that too. The Swiss captain. He can do it too. He's very good. Stefan Lichtsteiner. He is very good at that. I've been very impressed with him. I mean, he makes mistakes too, but what he does going forward, he bombs forward. I mean, and defensively, he's much more sound. Bellerin, very weak defensively. I mean, it looked, when I saw the game against Newcastle, he wasn't the only player, but he was like, he's a defender. Guys were afraid to actually get stuck in, just put their foot in and put the ball out. One guy that wasn't afraid to do that was Mustafi. I mean, what can I say about him? He was everywhere. He was getting his head on the ball. He was putting his foot in. He was just putting the ball out. Just play the ball out. He was just putting it out over the line. The other team gets a throw, but it gives you those couple of seconds. Sometimes you just got to kick the ball out. It doesn't have to be pretty. Bellerin should learn from him, I mean, and from Lichtsteiner. Sometimes you just got to kick the ball out. End of story. No fancy passes around the penalty box. I mean, just put the ball out. He's weak. Tackle. he wasn't tackling. There was a lot of getting close, shadowing the player, but you've got to go in sometimes. When you've got the ball, it's all well and good being pretty with it, but when you don't have it, sometimes you got to get you a nasty possession. It just wasn't happening. Mustafi, I already spoke a little bit about him there. Very, very impressed with him. I mean, he was solid. There was nothing getting past him. The ball went past or the player went past, but not the both of them. He was very strong in the air. His heading, I mean, he got us out of jail countless times. His heading was excellent. I mean, under serious pressure, real physical pressure, they were strong in the air. He was everywhere. His heading was just on point. It was very, very good. In the tackle, like I said too, he wasn't afraid to go in. The ref was standing right there, but he went in hard and fair. It was very, very good from him. On the ball, he was looking to go forward. We wanted to start an attack. As soon as he got position, he was pushing forward. He wasn't just playing the ball to someone else and sitting back and letting them take it on. He was moving forward himself when there was space. Very impressed with him. Really opened my eyes. He's very, very good. He's very, very strong and very, very quick. And he's very good in the air. He was very good. Monreal, also the same. I was impressed with him. He's got experience. I mean, the man has experience. You can see it. He was flying forward with the ball when he had the opportunity, like Mustafi. He was putting them under pressure. When given the opportunity, he was going forward. When he had to stay back, he stayed back. He got his head on the ball. He got his foot on the ball. It wasn't pretty sometimes, but it was effective. Just put the ball out. Like I keep saying, that's what he was doing. Socrates, very, very good. Another guy, I mean, I wasn't looking for positives here. It's what I was seeing. I'm not going to lie, I was very impressed. He's pacey. He's actually quite quick, deceptively, like Mustafi. He can move. I mean, there was one counter-attack from Newcastle, I remember. We were only 1-0 up. You don't know which way it was going to go. He flew back to cover. I think Bellerin, of course, my best friend, made a mistake. He just accelerated back and he just got there in time to put the ball out. I mean, even Cech was thanking him. It was a great tackle. I mean, and he just put it out. Nothing fancy. He's very good at covering back. Well impressed. He's strong. He's quick. I'll move on to the midfield. Guendouzi. Very good also. Young guy, you can see it. Needs to tackle a bit more. Get a bit more physical, but he was good. I was very impressed with him. Not going to stay talking about him too much. He was very good. Granit Xhaka. Of course, he got the goal from the free kick. That set us up for the victory. It was a very, very good free kick, but people building him up too much. In my opinion, he's not that good. I'm not a fan of his. Look, the goal was grand, fair enough, but look, his performance in the game, when under pressure, his distribution is very, very weak. I mean, it's very basic stuff he's doing. You want it to be basic, but his distribution was very, very poor under pressure. I mean, they were just getting close to him. They weren't on top of him. I mean, Vieira, I remember they used to be climbing all over him. I'm going way back. Patrick Vieira in the midfield, Emmanuel Petit. They were monsters, fair enough. They were two of the greatest midfielders of all time. They won the World Cup. Grand. That's a different level to Xhaka, but still, when he's under pressure, his distribution is very, very poor. I mean, he just seems clumsy a little bit slow to turn, slow to pass. It's, I mean, I'm not going to say any more about it. Good job at the goal, but I don't know. Something has to be done about that. Real weak. And then the guy next to him, Mesut Ozil. I mean, where am I going to start about him? People can have different opinions. People say what they like, but I'm going to give mine. I mean, my God. The midfield, the defenders, everybody was trying to close. People were trying to work hard. Ramsey wasn't having the best game in the world. He tried. But Mesut Ozil, I mean, the guy was maybe a yard and a half away from him with the ball, the Newcastle player. There was a couple of Arsenal players away from that then, and they were trying to close him down. Ozil could have just run in and made a tackle, or tried to close him down. He just looked on. He was watching on. He was jogging around. The guy had the ball right next to him. I mean, he could have just stretched out and made a sprint and got it. That kind of thing. I mean, hold your position, yeah, but the guy is right next to him. They're trying to close him down on one side. Then on his side, he's not closing down at all. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. That's all I'm going to say about that. I wasn't looking for things like that. I mean, the guy, he could have reached out and touched him. Just go in for the ball. He wouldn't have expected it. He was behind him. I mean, he just let it happen. Let them build up the play. Dangerous stuff. They're building up the play. In that moment, there was a real chance to get the ball. It was slow. They weren't moving with it. He didn't even try to come across and kind of do something about it. I mean, there's a real, that's another thing I'm going to touch on later, there's a real lack of physicality in the midfield. I know the ref is watching, I know they're very strict now, I know they'll give a yellow for nothing, but a bit of physicality. Liverpool have it, Chelsea have it, Spurs have it. They're very lightweight in the midfield, there's not many of them actually tackling. The defenders tackle a little bit, but the midfield, none of them going in. None of them. Letting the other team play too much, it's not good. I'm going to move on now about Ramsey. He was quiet. He was ineffective in that game, I thought. Didn't do much. Luckily, Newcastle were not at their best. John Joe Shelby wasn't available to play. Luckily. Ramsey didn't really do much. I'm going to talk about Aubameyang. He was very, very good. I found he was very sharp. He also works back defensively. He's linking up very, very well with his partner in crime, Lacazette. The two of them, it's starting to click. It took a bit of time, but they're starting to read each other's game. They're a handful. I mean, make no doubt about it. Have no doubt about it. They are a real handful up front. If one of them is not firing, the other guy does the business. If the other guy is getting kept quiet, the other guy gets in for the goal. That's the way it should be. They're working in a partnership. They're absolutely flying up front. I mean, they have their off days, but you can't keep putting them quiet all game long. They're trying little flicks. They're moving the ball in. They're trying back heels. They're getting to know each other's game. They're reading it. One guy goes for the ball, the other guy's looking to receive it. And they're shooting. They're shooting at goal. As soon as they get the ball, they're having a crack. That's how you score goals. You don't try to walk it in like under Wenger and all that. I'm not even going to on about that now, but you don't try to walk the ball in. You crack it in. Smash it in. Have a shot. That's what they're doing. They're very effective. They're getting in form. The team, cohesively, apart from all the things I said that I wasn't impressed with, the team is actually after improving very, very much. So I said some negative things there, but I find they have improved. They couldn't get worse anyway, compared to the way it was under Wenger, in my opinion. I mean, I wanted him out. End of story. They couldn't get worse. They couldn't disimprove. It's impossible. The team has improved. I was happy with what I saw in general. They have improved. They're looking dangerous. Then I'm going to talk about Torreira. He came on in the second half. He was a second half sub. He was very, very good. Very, very strong. He moved well. He gave that bit of aggression I was talking about in the tackle. He actually did that. He was very, very strong. That part of tackling I spoke about, the aggression, he did that. He was well able to do that. Very, very powerful. He's quick. He's a small man, but he can move. I mean, he's really deceptive, and he's very, very good in the tackle. I was very impressed with him. I think he should start every game. It's impossible probably to say to start every game, but he should definitely be starting more. He gives something. He's solid. He lets other guys like maybe Granit Xhaka, he relieves them of that duty. Let them go forward and do their magic. Like Ramsey, he's built for it. He's a warrior. He's very, very, very good. He's got presence when he's on the field. There's no nonsense. He doesn't take any crap. He's very, very good. He goes straight in, and that's all about it. So just a few general points about that game after going through the players. The defence, the midfield, I find are linking well, and it's quick. They're moving the ball fast, which is important. They are moving in very quick, but sometimes to get in good positions, and the delivery into the box is shocking. I mean, there's got to be a better final ball. The cross is going in. Not so good. You need to improve that. You have a bit of time, look up, play the cross. No point playing it if it's not going to be that good. Basically. The goalkeeper, like I said, I think Bernd Leno made his chance. Watching Cech trying to play the ball out is painful to watch, and it's dangerous. Like I said, against Newcastle, we were lucky to get away with it. The midfield, they need to show more physicality. Can't be a little nasty when you don't have the ball. They're too pretty. They're running, they're getting close, they're keeping shape, but you've got to go in. They're letting them pass it a bit too much. They're letting them pass in dangerous areas. They've got to shut it down. Put the ball out, put your foot in. Just get rid of it. Stop it. At source. It's building up. It got pretty dangerous against Newcastle. I mean, if they had Shelby in there, they were letting them play a little bit too much. You've got to go in hard. Torreira came on, it changed. He was willing, and they were worried about him. He had that presence. And that's the last point as well I have. There's a lack of physicality. There is a lack. They're not the biggest guys in the world in the midfield, I know that. They're not the strongest men. Like, I go back to the Vieira and the Petit partnership. Okay, they were 2 World Cup winners, but they could mix it up. They could play a lovely through ball. They could pass, they could shoot. But when it got tough, they were monsters. They were just giants in the midfield. I mean, there was no one going past them. They just used to crush other teams. I mean, Liverpool United, they used to just destroy them in the midfield. One would stay, one would go. One would hold, one would push forward. They had it going like back and forth. They were very, very good. There's a real lack of physicality in there, and it's worrying. I mean, they've got to get strong, go in hard. Mesut Ozil, of course. I mean, and it's positive aggression I'm talking about. I'm not about getting in the book or making a name for yourself, break as some guys like. I'm not about just getting close and hard play. But like I said, it was a 2-1 win. It was our second away win in the league in a row. After the start we had the first 2 games, the first 2 losses against Chelsea and City. It's been positive, they've improved. I'm happy. I'm very happy as an Arsenal fan the way things are actually. Our last game then, of course, I'm going to talk about was the Europa League game. We played at home to the Ukrainian side, Vortskal. I think I pronounced that right, I probably didn't. But we beat them 4-2. They were 4-0 up, they were cruising, took their foot off the gas. It was 4-2. Like, the second goal came in, I think, the 93rd, 94th minute. Now, the performance was good. I was happy enough about it. It's 4 wins in a row now for the team. I'm actually making this video just before the Everton match, so I'm eager to watch it, of course, being a lifelong Arsenal supporter. But 4 wins in a row is very, very good. Torreira is very important. Lacazette, Aubameyang, Leno. Good news as well regarding injuries is that Kolasinac is going to be coming back. They're saying, the doctors at Arsenal have said at the start of October he can come back training, which is very, very positive. Emery's opinion as well is that the team is moving forward and has improved tactically, but you can see it. I mean, the passing has improved, everything. I'm very happy, like I said. Ahead of the Everton game today, give a couple of stats on that. In 24 home games against Everton, Arsenal are unbeaten since 1996, since the days of Bruce Rioch. I'm going back now a long, long time. That's the man now that was there before Wenger, and he signed Dennis Bergkamp, if people remember. Bruce Rioch. He was in charge for the short while there after the Graham era. The 24 games at home unbeaten against Everton. 20 wins. Going back to 1996, that's not bad. It's obviously very important to get the win over Everton, and a former Gooner is going to be coming back, a former Arsenal player, of course, the one and only Theo Walcott. He's going to be coming back. He's got something to prove. I fancy Arsenal to win, but they have to watch him. He's got something to prove, like I said. You've got to watch a couple of guys, be careful, keep it tight defensively at the start. I mean, at the start we tend to go asleep in games. Keep it tight at the back, build from there. Even though we're at home, just at the start, keep it tight. Don't do anything crazy, and don't play the ball to check and for him to do a 1-2. That's definitely not what we need. Then I would like to say, definitely one thing that needs to improve is the final ball, the delivery into the box. It hasn't been very, very good. That needs to improve, and hopefully against Everton we will see that. It's interesting, I read that Santi Cazorla said that when Unai Emery came to the club, he rang Cazorla and wanted to know about the club. See, both men are Spanish, they understood each other well. He wanted to know about what Wenger had going on there, which way it was, what it was like, what he had to expect, and Cazorla told him about it. we need to be careful today also, I think, against Everton, because our last game in the Europa League, people getting a bit carried away. I think they were a very limited team, limited opposition. It's back now to the Premier League, every game is hard. That team were not that good, no offence to them, you know. They played as good as they could, but they're not that strong. People shouldn't get carried away with it. Today is going to be a tough game. You need to put their heads down and work hard. People saying about Everton, the team should be maybe a little bit concerned about them, a bit worried about them coming. I think, like I said, start the game defensively even over the home side. Just watch out at the back. Don't give anything away in the early stages. Once the team clicks, I think we can win. But it's an important game for us. United drew yesterday. I mean, we can make up a bit of ground and move up a little bit, a couple of places in the league. It would be nice. A win would be very, very good. We're the home side. We shouldn't be worried about them. I was reading Arsenal should be wary of Everton. They should be wary coming to play. Everton should be the ones a bit concerned, in my opinion, because the team has improved a lot. Just watch it at the back. I think they'll be sure of the win. I'm going to wrap it up there. Like I said, the Everton game is starting soon. I really, really hope that you enjoyed watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed the better picture quality and sound. I would like to thank everybody once again for your continued support, which I'm very grateful for and very thankful. And I would also like to just say that I really, really hope the team does well. I hope you enjoy watching the game today. I'm going to finish again, like I did the last time, my second time in a row, with a little bit of skill. And this time, of course, better picture quality and sound. You can all see my impressive physique. I'm going to my assistant, who does not want to be seen again, but I will take the limelight once more. I'm just going to do a little skill, because people think I'm not capable of it, so I'm going to show what I can do. Yes. So, I know Dennis Park, I'm going to do something, so when my assistant throws the ball in a second, I'm just going to control it on my chest, and take it down and kill the ball instantly on my chest. Get it down at my feet. That's what I'm talking about. You probably won't see it when I adjust my feet, but I'm going to take it on the chest. So when she throws it in gently, I'll show you how it's done. That's how you do it. So, that's how you do it, Arsenal. If we do that against Everton, we're going to win the game. So look, I hope you enjoyed watching my video once again, and thank you very much for your continued support. See you soon.